What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. Now, for this video, we're going to be jumping back into the Hellfire Gala with Sword issue number 6. And this will be part 7 of the Hellfire Gala. And if you're not completely caught up on everything that's been going on, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you caught up on everything that's been going on in this line. Now, we didn't cover New Mutants or X-Corps, which are technically part of the Hellfire Gala event, but those issues they're just not worth it. In complete honesty, they just weren't worth covering for me, so instead, we're going to skip ahead to Sword, because this one is super important to the future of mutant kind. So with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so as we dive into this issue, it's picking us up with Captain America. This is after the gala event, after the fireworks, after they saw Mars completely terraformed. And the entire world representatives, everybody is in just amazement right now. Can't believe what mutant kind just did. Captain America is still trying to gather his thoughts on exactly what happened. And he sits here and he stares up to the sky, staring at the red planet. And as Captain America is sitting here with his thoughts, we see the arrival of my favorite, Dr. Doom. And Doom is here to ask Captain America what his thoughts on all of this is. And for Cap, that is a big question to answer. Because as it stands, he's still a little shell-shocked about the whole situation. But he does share some thoughts with Doom. Because when he came out of the ice, that first week out of the ice, it was kind of a dark time for him. He had no friends, no family. He didn't understand the world around him. But him seeing a man on the moon, that gave him some kind of hope. And it hit him that after decades of being frozen, that they must have reached new heights. This is the hope that he had. Seeing all of Tony Stark's technology, he asked Tony about Mars. If there were any kind of rockets or bases, if there was any kind of civilization that had been created there yet. And Tony, kind of giving him a smile, but changed the subject on him. And now here they are. The day that he had asked about is finally upon them. And they are watching from the sidelines. But Cap isn't scared of this. This is just change. This is the future, and it's never something that he's been scared of. He believes in a better tomorrow. And though there will be challenges along the way, he really does hope that this is going to be the betterment for everybody. And with that, we see Doom open up a portal, and he tells Cap that one day he might actually need Doom's help, and he won't hesitate to help him. But he also won't make a whole gala event out of it. But that's what will take us to Sword Station number 1, aka The Peak. And we're taken to the diplomatic suite, because right now Brand is giving a speech to the Galactic Council, a council made up of nations from all over. And they have brought this council together to show them a multitude of things, starting one with the terraforming of Mars. And Brand also makes everybody aware of Sword Station number 2 that is now orbiting Mars, protecting the planet. And she asks the council if they have any kind of questions. And the council's response, honestly, is, why the hell should we even care? Like, you added one planet to your system. Congratulations. These are nations that are rulers of multiple worlds and planets. A lot of them are dealing with an economic crisis on a galactic scale. So a lot of them are insulted that they were even brought here, that they were interrupted from their duties to come see a planet terraformed. But they do acknowledge that this terraforming technique, if anybody else tried to terraform a planet, it would probably take around a year to do so, with current technology out there. And what the mutants have just displayed is being able to terraform an entire planet within a matter of minutes. And this is not any small feat. And the intergalactic empire of Wakanda chimes in and lets them know this kind of feels unimpressive in comparison to what the nation of Wakanda has accomplished. And to be completely frank, Krakoa only makes up a small fraction of Earth. Not only that, a lot of people know that this is going to make a lot of other nations on Earth really upset. And Nova Prime, he's a little bit upset about this. Richard Rider, he kind of wanted to be informed, but he was off saving billions of lives. And Brand turns this on him. Frenzy turns this on him, saying that he obviously has other things going on. He has other priorities that aren't Earth. And that Krakoa has Earth, has their system first and foremost when it comes to priorities. But Brand does acknowledge that these empires that they're having a meeting with, they are ginormous empires. And in comparison, Mars, Earth, our solar system is really just a backwater crap town, if you will. Because there's still a planet of factions, and while terraforming one of their backyard planets may be something exciting for them, they know that it's not something exciting for everybody. They know that they have to do more, and they have. They have with the mineral called Mysterium, a very unique meta mineral, the recipe being kept close to the chest on a need-to-know basis. But she does let them know that Earth's mutants are the only ones that can create this material. And WizKid starts to break down exactly what Mysterium is. Now, this stuff, it functions like a metal, but not just any metal, because its durability is extremely great. Now, Mysterium, it's not hard to form into place. You can shape it relatively easy, but once it's set and cooled below 200 degrees Kelvin, it has strength on par with secondary adamantium. It can conduct electricity with 100% efficiency, and unlike most metals, it barely conducts or retains any kind of heat, and it's radiation proof. You could have ships with the hulls a tenth of thickness in comparison to other ships, and still be able to fly it through a freaking sun. And so what WizKid is saying is this is what comes next. This is the next metal, and mutants are giving this stuff away. Every representative of every empire is going to end up walking away with 100 tons of Mysterium, and this should be some kind of economical miracle for most worlds. But Brand continues on and lets them know that they also have Mysterium reserves in various locations, which they're willing to donate to the Galactic Council, either to back the credit or to use as a basis for a new unit of currency, one that she says they can call Soul. Now, mutants, they have no intention of flooding the market with this stuff. Simply put, they have their own technologies and they don't even necessarily need this metal, or at least they don't need a lot of it. But Nova has to ask the question, when it comes to Abigail Brand, there is always some kind of price. So what is the price for all of this Mysterium? And Brand tells them that Krakoa made a similar deal with Earth when all of this started, gave them exactly what they needed, what they could not do alone. And what they ask for in return is acknowledgement. And what they want is a solidified government. One world, one government. Making Soul the true system of the galactic political stage. Letting it be known that so forth from this day forward, when you have business with Soul, it's not with Earth. It's with the central planet of the Soul system. It's with planet Arakko. And as she's giving this great speech to everybody, she is interrupted by Dr. Doom. And Dr. Doom, he asks the question, why should I care? Because she says Soul is now a true system, a political entity. But Doom, he really came to find out who would be the individual that would speak for Soul. He needs to know who rules these new planets. Who is the king of Mars? And out of a portal, this is where we see the magnificent, the beautiful, the regent of Mars. We see Storm. And Storm is the voice of Soul. Now, this is what takes us to a little bit later on in the evening. And we have Magneto sitting down after the celebration. It's around 3 a.m. at this point. And he's sitting down, enjoying having a drink by himself. But this is when he is interrupted by Scarlet Witch. because Magneto had sent her an invitation to the party, but she didn't attend. Even though Magneto really wished she had got to see everything that happened, she didn't feel like she should actually show her face around here, especially after Wandageddon and everything. She just feels out of place still. And Magneto, he tells her about the child that he lost, about Anya, how the humans had killed her, and how he always thinks back to those days. Thinks of his daughter, how she would be raised, the woman she may become. But being around Wanda, it reminded him so much of his daughter. And while they may not technically be blood, Magneto has always seen her as his kin, as his daughter. And even though they may not be family, he may not be her father, he feels that they will always be family. And he promises that he will do whatever he must to make things right. And that will be the end of this issue. Alright guys, so what we are seeing is the mutants really stepping up to the galactic plate. Yeah, we have a lot of things currently going on. We got Nimrod coming back. We have Orchis working in the background to try to shut down mutant kind. We have everything going on in the vault. But what we're really seeing is mutant kind expanding out into the world. And I think we're going to continue seeing this. You know, it was really easy for them to terraform one planet, so it makes sense that they're going to continue expanding outward and eventually making an entire armada. We're going to see mutant kind take humanity from just being on Earth to all of the planets in the stars. Now, there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. We could see the mutants end up just falling on their feet. There is an endless possibility of scenarios that could stop mutant kind dead in their tracks that are just waiting in the shadows. But as it stands, mutant kind is really taking it to the next level. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you don't miss any of the awesome content we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.